All right, still talking politics. Nigeria's opposition parties are closing ranks ahead of the 2027 general election, now forming a united front to challenge the ruling All Progressives Congress. In a strategic move, some political parties have agreed to work together under a common platform, signaling a major political realignment. The coalition says its goal is to rescue the country from economic hardship, insecurity, and what it describes as failed leadership. Now, is this a case of a failed leadership or personal interest? Now, joining us for this conversation is policy analyst Said Ajadi. Good morning, and thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning
on the program.
Good morning. Thanks
it's a case of realignment and alignment in the country, Nigeria, ahead of the 2027 general election. What do you make of this latest coalition?
Well, thanks for having me, and good morning, Nigerians. I feel that the coalition is a waste of time, and it's a coalition of hatred. It's not.
What do you mean?
Thank you. All the people that the major stakeholders in the coalition, if you look at them, there are people that have benefited one way or the other from APC. Don't forget that APC was a coalition before 2015 election. And the coalition was to save Nigeria, patriotic people coming together. But this coalition now, when you start to mention the individuals that are involved, you realize that they've been part of governance for such a long time. What has been their impact to Nigerians? For me, as a patriotic Nigerian and looking at the synopsis of what has happened, juxtaposing with what is happening, I realize that it's a waste of time and is a coalition of haters.
Okay.
Okay.
About
people that don't have anything for us in Nigeria.
You say this, but I mean, in the last election, Atiku and Obi had about 30 million votes. Don't you think that the president and APC should be a bit worried?
I don't think so. For me, understanding Nigerian politics and understanding Nigeria, in the first place, why do you want to vote for a person of Atiku Abubakar again? I was shocked that he had that amount of votes in the last election. Because Atiku Abubakar, maybe it's because we have partial amnesia in Nigeria, or we have short memories. They are the people that sold all the properties on the guise of privatization. And you see, the facts have shown that there's lack of competence, total lack of competence. If a man was given opportunity for 8 years to govern, and he says that he had $16 billion to spend for electricity generation, and that they gave 100% contracts to people for that electricity generation, and nothing, not even one bulb was lit in 8 years. And you gave those contracts. Nobody's in jail, by the way. He is not even probed, by the way. So how can you come back and say you want to be the president of Nigeria? I can never vote for Atiku.
Regardless of that, some people are good.
That's what I'm saying to you, that because we have memory loss or short memory.
Okay.
So is that on an insult on Nigerians for you to say they have short memory?
The reality is that we have to analyze our leaders.
How patriotic are you if they are saying that this coalition is bought for Nigerians, because some Nigerians, they say, are suffering?
Patriotism is what has brought me to your television station this morning. Patriotism. So that word is lacking amongst those people that are coming to coalesce. There is no patriotism. Are you talking about El-Rufai? I've just talked about Atiku Abubakar. They sold all our properties. Nigerian Airways, the staff of Nigerian Airways have not been paid till now. Buhari paid part of that money. Having sold Nigerian Airways, you sold all the properties of Nigerian Airways. Nigerian Airways has properties in London, in America, in Jeddah, in Switzerland, everywhere. Now you sold all these properties. You sold properties in GRA Lagos for $1 million.
These are strong allegations. Do you have facts to back them up?
Facts. Go to BP, you see them. They are facts. Okay, if you sell a land for 1 million and they are selling it for 1 billion now, if it was Nigeria's asset at that time, that means that the increase in value is for Nigerians. So there's no patriotism.
So what about Peter?
For me, Peter Obi has no consistency as far as I'm concerned. Having looked at his governance in Anambra, juxtaposing with what Soludo is doing right now. Peter Obi is a far cry. Let Peter Obi tell us what he did in Anambra for us to be able to say he wants to make him a president. Consistency is what I am talking about. Patriotism is it's not about when you have crises, you go there and you talk to the press. And you have issues or people, they're doing ceremony, you go there and show your face. That's publicity. As far as I'm concerned, that is thought. We know what is going on. That's public thought. Okay. What we are saying is that how do you impact the people? There's no sentiment. The country has been on a downward trend for such a long time. Are you not speaking out of political hatred against him because of politics? You say Peter Obi did not do anything in Anambra State. Is that not debatable? I said comparing what he did. That's why I said synopsis. Let us see his scorecard as a governor. See the scorecard of Soludo and say, okay, is it worth voting for as a president? I am not sentimental about Nigeria. I've spent 25 years of my life trying to serve Nigerians. So patriotism is what has kept me alive over time. So what I'm saying to you is that whoever wants to govern Nigeria now must tell us, what do you have for us? They destroyed with their policies over time. We can't forget all these things. The country has already been moribund for such a long time. What is the productivity of Nigeria before this government came in?
But where does this leave?
We have to face reality. PDP was...
And their ongoing rebuilding efforts.
I was a member of PDP.
Why did you leave?
I left PDP in 2010 because it was a waste of my time.
How do you mean?
Thank you very much. The forms that I bought to contest Senate in 2006, 2007, I would not buy for 29 on the road. We were supposed to be screened for our primaries in Ibadan. Adedubu's son was still in London Friday night. He was not screened. I was screened with Seyi Makinde, Teslim Folani, and the likes. Yeah? On the day of the election, my primaries, we did not cast a single vote because I was a problem to the stalwarts of Adedubu. They called him from Molete that Alhaji Olowos is here and he has disrupted our plans. They had all the ballots on Friday with Akara and 500 naira.
Do you have evidence of this?
I said I contested. Azim Bolarumi was the deputy governor. Then they led thugs, guns, and cutlass to come and attack me.
These are strong allegations.
Very strong allegations.
I am telling you, this is my own experience, my life experience. I've seen guns, I've seen cutlass with Adedubu, and he sat there at the ballot. So who's going to vote? And because I was not afraid of him, I petitioned Abuja, and they came to Ibadan on Monday morning to meet me at Mokola PDP office. And I defended my position. And they were there downstairs waiting for me. And I told them, when I finish with the people that was sent from Abuja, I will come and talk to you.
Are you saying that PDP has no chance in this upcoming election?
PDP is a waste of time. PDP is going to go down. I've predicted this thing 2-3 years ago.
Are you a member of the APC at the moment?
I'm not a member of APC.
What party are you in?
I'm in Accord. Okay. Yes. I contested governorship twice. I left PDP, contested Senate. Then me, Ladoja, and the leaders, we joined hands to form Accord since 2010. Ladoja left Accord. I am still standing. So it's not about wanting or it's not about...
And you in the Accord party, you believe in the policies of this administration.
Because the reality is that we have not been thoughtful for the past 20 years. This government is showing thoughtfulness, though very difficult. Very difficult. And you see, there's no change that does not come with pain. A woman will give birth, it must be with pain. It is when she delivers the child and she's alive, she will smile. Okay? When you want to mark someone, a baby that has just been born, the baby will cry when the marks are coming in. It is when the parents see that it's healed, they will smile. Nothing comes easy in the world. So I'm not surprised this is happening. However, APC has 2 years to prove to Nigerians that they need to come back in 2027. So governance is supposed to be the key now, not politics. For me.
Looking at the drama happening in the ADC now, do you think that that party will survive all the multiplicity of the interests and everything that's
you mean
going
the
on.
individuals?
Even with the claim of leadership, with the claim of leadership of the party,
do you think
the
the party
ADC
will survive that?
Obi is asking to be the presidential candidate.
Atiku is also asking.
That's why I said it's a marriage of individuals. It's not a marriage for Nigeria. There is no interest in Nigeria. I'm telling you. Invite ADC and me for an interview here. I will trash them. I will make sure Nigerians see the difference between people that have a plan for you and people that have no plan. The reality is that, tell me, El-Rufai as an individual, it's all about hatred. If you can be a governor,
hatred is a strong
let me
word.
finish. That's what I want to explain to you. If you can be a governor for 8 years and Southern Kaduna has not been able to see any governance, any form of development, and you did all that work in Kaduna capital, go to Southern Kaduna and go to Kaduna capital. You will discover that there are 2 states in Kaduna. So how can you then talk to me and say you are a reasonable person? You are not a reasonable person.
You have to be careful with the choice
The
of words.
reasonability, English
choice of
language.
words this morning.
I'm not insulting anybody. I'm telling you have to be reasonable. You have to be reasonable for Nigeria. You have to be patriotic for Nigeria.
Is there an alliance between Accord Party and APC at the moment?
There's no alliance. But if I'm invited to serve Nigeria, I will serve Nigeria. To prove that they are credible men, not those spent people that we have been tested. They have been tested. They have been given opportunities. What is their scorecard? We are saying that the greyhounds should be given the opportunity to change narrative. 6 months. You will beg me for interviews every day. I'm not listening to you because I have work to do. So you will be chasing me around Nigeria
What will be
for
your-
interview.
what will be
because
your-
we need to
Mr.
make
Ajadi?
people know that Nigeria's
Mr. Ajadi, what will be your advice to the president in the next 2 years? Be able to fix
Fantastic
some
question.
Before
That's
going to
what
key
I'm talking
issues
about.
in the
As
country.
a Nigerian, as a
Nigerian.
patriotic Nigerian,
Yes.
I will say to our president, well done for being bold. Thank you for facing the bull, holding the bull by the horn. However, you need to govern now. Whatever is stalling you from impacting your governance on the people, not politicians now, on the people. You have to show the people, okay, yes, we have done those policies. Please forgive us, but it's going to be hard. However, these are the palliatives for Nigeria. 2 things. You have to reshuffle that cabinet quickly. Whoever is not sleeping in that cabinet should go home. Number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, the people walking around you as the president, they need to look you in the eye and tell you the truth. Number 3,
okay,
I have to finish that question.
Okay.
Number 3, we need people that must think for Nigeria. Nobody is thinking for Nigeria now. Everybody is my pocket, my pocket, my pocket. Someday I'm going to die without anything.
Politician,
so I don't need the
policy,
money.
analyst.
We need to think for Nigeria.
Saeed Ajadi, many thanks
Thank
for
you,
joining
sir.
us
Thank you too for having
on
me.
the program
you.
this morning. Very an interesting discussion.
Let
with
him
you,
get
this
people
morning.
that will work for him to think for Nigeria.
We just have to